All right, video number freaking 3, dude. Let's go. Little bit of coffee left. Just a little bit. Switched over to the Falcon. It is a little mad at me right now, dude. So I haven't talked about this on the YouTubes yet. But I just got this. It is a disaster right now. Goodness gracious. There's lint everywhere. This is my new double cut white Falcon. I have never really loved double cut Falcons because specifically of the cutaway shape. The only which it had kind of been Gretch's, I guess it kind of has been Gretch's standard like cutaway shape, where this section here is just a little higher, so it kind of limits the amount of access you have at the top of the neck, and it's kind of an aesthetic thing for me. I haven't loved it. I was up at Gretch right before fall tour and was talking to them about getting a Falcon, and they were like all sold out, like everything completely sold out until like end of November. And I was like, well, frick. And I was like, well, what? I wanted a regular Falcon, like big boy, single cutaway. I was like, okay, well, what about the double cut? And he's like, we actually just discontinued it. And I was like, you discontinued like one of your best-selling models? That's crazy. And he was like, yeah, well, he didn't say this, but like I think in retrospect, I think he had alluded that there was going to be a new version. So I get back from fall tour, and then it was like a week or so before I headed out for another like 2-week run for a book tour situation with Tasha. And I was just like farting around on the internet. I think it was a Monday, and then I saw this double cut guy, new guy, and I was like, this is quite literally the Falcon that I've wanted. Like, it's a lot more like a 335. The cutaway, like I was saying, the cutaways, it looks just like a bigger 335. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, it's just a little bit bigger, like a little girthier in the like shoulders of the guitar. The bout's a little bit bigger, but like they are, I mean, it's like, you know what I mean, dude? You know what I mean? It's just like a bigger 335, which y'all know I love a 335, dude. In my 335. But I got this. I called my GC Pro rep and I was like, can you hook your brother up? And he said yes. So here it is. It's the DC limited Falcon. It's the new center block build, so it sounds a little bit different. This neck is like perfect. It's really nice and full and extremely comfortable to play. They actually, which is another huge gripe I've had with Gretches, is the ones I've played, specifically Falcons, ones that I've played, the edges are really sharp, and I hate that. Like, it's extremely uncomfortable for me. So these are really nice and rolled and extremely comfortable. It is a little heavy, but it's not too bad. It took some getting used to. Also, the thing that I think I love the most about it is it's not the classic, like, stark blue-white that Falcons traditionally have, where it's like, it literally looks blue to me. This is classic white, so it's a little more cream than it is white. And TV Jones Classics, the plus and the bridge, this thing is a freaking monster. I have very quickly fallen in love with it. Also, it's a, you know, it's not a floating bridge, which I freaking hate floating bridges. Literally the only exception to like all the things I really don't like about Gretches, there was one, the Country Gentleman I had, the 2015 Country Gentleman with the real F holes. It's like one of the coolest guitars I've ever owned. Should have never sold it, but alas, here we are. But this is by far the best Gretsch I've ever played, and it's my favorite I've ever owned. I've owned probably 8 or 9, maybe 10. This is my favorite one. It sounds awesome. I'm such a huge fan. So anyway, enough yapping about the Gretsch. It is a little mad at me right now. I've played this guitar for probably 30 hours this week alone. And then I basically played it. Yeah, I brought my 357 on the 2-week run I just got back from, and I played this every night. I just couldn't put it down. I can't put it down, man. So the strings are a little old. It's going to get pulled out of tune a little bit. That's okay. I freaking love this guitar, man. Gosh, I love it. All right, anyway. Let's talk about some captures. Third video of the day. Here we are. Partyboi. Freaking Clubman, man. Like a Matchless Clubman with a 1995 Matchless ESD 212 cabinet, which puts it in the Samson era. It's a 25 watt greenback and a 30 watt greenback. So kind of the classic mismatched speakers in Matchlesses to give it that big old dimension when you're standing in front of it. And dude, I love that cabinet. I really love this amp. I will say the Clubman has taken me some time. The first time I plugged into it, I was like, I love this amp. But then when I mic'd it up, getting the sound out of it was, to be honest, a bit of a challenge. The Bruno was like dead easy. Like, it's like, I placed it right and I'm like, this sounds like I'm standing in the room with it. The Clubman's kind of a different story. The Clubman is overall it's very aggressive when you drive it, and the high end is very harsh when it's too high, and the low end is extremely overwhelming when it's too high. You have to really be careful with this amp. It's taken me a bit to kind of understand it. Even the master volume, I think I worked it out to where I dimed it, but like it doesn't react the way that like how I want like a Vox, because it's not a Vox. It's actually, frankly, don't know what it is. It just feels like a Clubman to me. Like it doesn't sound like anything else. But it's got an EF86 in the preamp section, which I love that. It's a very cool amp, man. This is a fun amp. So I got it. I got it to where I wanted it. It sounds amazing with this cabinet. It's a lot of fun. So when you push into it, it does get really aggressive, but kind of like a Matchless, it's really dynamic. It's very sparkly and pretty. It sounds like a Matchless. It's a lot of fun to play. So enough yapping on this one. 545, 160. Those are both the mics on the cabinet. Into my Chandler Germ 500 pre's. Right now, running into pedal board, into the ToneX's, through my DI, which is completely transparent, straight into Apollo Gen 2 X6 with the API preamp in the Unison, or API Unison preamp, Ocean Way Room Verb, Magma Channel Strip, Abbey Road tape, plug-in, and a little 1176, just to bring some life back through the tracking process and through the digital thing, whatever, just to give it a little bit more life and punch and size, a little more flattering to listen to. I'm not trying to hide anything, EQ anything weird, whatever. I'm totally about to contradict myself kind of here in a second. And then another compressor that's kind of gluing this audio that you're hearing right now and the audio from this. So here's the thing that happened in the capture process. I'm not sure how this happened, but it ended up with like a lot more low end than I heard. That was it's not probably on me. I've been the only one in here doing this thing. It's on me. It is what it is. So I have trimmed some lows in these, and that's how you're going to get it. There's going to be some lows trimmed out because there's a lot. A lot. So those are going to get trimmed out. That'll be basically in the preset that you download from the website. So it's basically irrelevant to you. There's enough low end for you to like be happy with, I think, personally, or enough that you need, and not billowy and overpowering all the stuff that you do need in a mix, i.e. your mids and your highs. So yeah, pedal board chain right now. I got the EQ off right now. EQ's on. Removing some lows out of the guitar, a little bit of resonant. Make it feel a little bit flatter going into my drive section. They sound so good. Input trim's at 3 right now. Like I said in the last couple of videos, input trim right around 3 for these captures sounds pretty good to me. Just like Paisley, I feel like it's kind of like the edge of breakup captures, like 3. 3 feels kind of max to me, but really clean wants to be lower. I don't really get it, but like Clean Water wants to be at like -3. I don't really know. Also pushing the gain just a tad bit more to give a little more life out of the captures. A little more oomph, if you will. And they sound great. Oh my gosh. Let's push these jokers, man. Let's go King of Tone. Red side, high gain, set to boost. Gotta roar. Oh, I love that, dude. Push a little bit more. Tilt boost. Got a barky high mid too. Kind of that like 1.6, 2K kind of thing. It's not super overpowering. It's just there. Really cool. Help you just like slice through a mix and power through everyone. A little bit more with G7. Told you want to come out of tune. Just a Hair, classic, one of my favorite songs of all time. Hold on 1 second. Money in the Bank. These would pair insane with Paisley. Yeah, these would pair crazy. I like these a lot, man. These are freaking great. I've been very pleased with how everything's turning out right now. I worked really hard on this stuff, man. It's been kind of a long week, to be honest with you. I think I've done 100 captures this week alone. Just trying to get the sound, and I feel like I've nailed it for what I want, for how I want to hear stuff. Basically getting to a point where it's like, I only want to travel with like a really insane ToneX rig. Like insane. Box. Just rolling with my capture so I don't have to deal with amps live. Amps are awesome, but man, these captures are freaking great. I'm super pleased. ToneX forever, man. For all of y'all that are on Quad Cortex, you know, whatever else you're on, Helix Stadium, whatever, dude. ToneX forever. ToneX is far beyond where everyone else is. It's not even close. It's not even close. You cannot get this feeling and this sound out of the other stuff. You just can't. Like, I'm a little short. Oh, that's not cool. Tour, man. It's hard on stuff. Just ToneX, man. The world's slowly but surely waking up to that realization that ToneX is king for amp sims and direct solutions. It's just the best. It just is. And I'm very pleased with how these are sounding. I'm more than happy to use these live, in session, doing whatever. YouTube, whatever. I love these. So, this is Partyboi. I think I covered all the stuff that I needed to. A little bit more coffee left. We're almost out. Gosh, dude, this is so good. Black and White forever, man. Black and White Roasters, Raleigh, North Carolina. Shouts out. It's the last drip. It's 311. I'm kind of geriatric a little bit. It's dangerous territory. Actually, I'll be fine right now. But if I were to drink like a full cup of coffee right now, I'm not sleeping tonight. But anyway, that's it. Partyboi. Enjoy.